Good morning and welcome to Barre and Flow. Today you'll need a pair of weights. I have 3-pound weights. You can do anything from 1s to 2s to 3s to 5s to 10s, depending on how strong you're feeling today. And I also have a disc slider. Now if you're at home on carpet, you can use a paper plate. If you're on hardwood floor, you can even use a washcloth or something slippery. You can also use a paper plate on hardwood. Let's get started with a warm-up. So we'll start with feet hip width like mountain pose and start with some simple chair lifts and lowers. Bend your knees and lengthen your legs. Bend and lengthen. You can put on any music that you like, anything that's your jam today, and get your body moving. Bend, lengthen, lengthen. Get those big muscle groups warmed up here. Get those hips warmed up. Start to sweep the arms too. Bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add a little toe tap here. So tap out and in and lengthen. Switch sides. Tap out and in and lengthen. We'll be doing some of this with a disc slider later, so just getting used to that motion. And up, bend, tap, and up, bend, tap, and up. Keep it going. Last 2 here. Tap, in, lift, last one. Each side. Bend. Start with marches now. March. You can swing your arms, or you can take your arms over the top, whatever you're feeling this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, whenever you're doing this practice with me. Sorry we missed last week of Barre. I was traveling, so first time in quite a long time. So thanks for giving me some space and grace to do that. Reach your arms forward, out to a T, up to the sky, and back out to a T. Forward, out, up, out. Forward, up. Keep your core strong here. Arms long, starting to warm up the shoulders and figure out what our range of motion is today. Up, forward, up. Ooh, I can tell I was on vacation. I'm out of breath already. Forward, up. A few more here. Last one. There we go. Take a little sumo squat. Feet a little bit wider than the hips. Same thing. Coming down into those wide chair poses. Lifting up. Toes can turn slightly out. Knees go in the same direction as the toes. Bend. Lengthen. Lengthen. Get a little flowy here in the arms and legs. Bend. Lengthen. Lengthen. Keep it going. 4 more here, 3 more, 2 more, last one, nice job. And we'll come into a standing forward bend. So interlace your hands. If that doesn't work, you can put your hands on your sacrum or just on the backs of your legs. Get your heart and shoulders nice and open, little shoulder rinse before we start here. Bend your knees, shake your head out, and stretch your knuckles to the sky. Catch up to your breath. If you're out of breath like me. Whoo. Slowly stand. Reach your arms up. Little side bend. Steeple those fingers and reach, or just interlace your hands and reach. Over to the left, looking down to the left. And come back to center, peek over to the right. Again, you can either steeple or just interlace your fingers. And come back to center, release that. We'll do some standing core, move to some boat core from that position, and then come into some side plank hip dips for our core this morning. So our pattern is to do warm-up core, arms, glutes, and thighs, and then we'll be done. Now I'll also film a flow to go with this bar. That is a nice accompaniment, so you can do that with the bar class or separately. Interlace your hands, turn your toes slightly out, and tap those right toes out. Lean slightly left. Tiny little side lunge. Hug into your middle, and we'll tap knee to palms of the hands. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really curl into the belly. Hug into your middle. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1. Stand in the center, stretch up. And we'll take it over to the second side. So interlace your knuckles. Again, toes slightly out. Little bend in that right knee. Tap the left toes out. 2 sets of 8. Tap in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. 7, 6, 5. Pull the belly in. 2 and 1. Standing in center, press up. And we'll come into a nice deep chair pose. I'll turn here. So feet hip width and parallel. Reach the hands forward, your seat back. Few breaths here. As you exhale, begin to come down to a boat pose. And we'll pause right here. Start to piston the legs in and out. So extend one leg and then the other. Almost like you're riding a bike or you're stepping on gas pedal, brake pedal. Nice and easy pistoning of the legs. You can come down as far as you like or up as far as you need. Hold your boat and come all the way down. Interlace your hands behind your head. Same pistoning of the legs, we'll add some obliques. So as you extend the left leg, twist to the right. Eight more here. 7. Hug into your middle. That's why we're here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Draw your knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. We'll come into some side plank hip dips with staggered feet. So coming up and onto your side, start turns to the right. So your right hand is just in front of the right shoulder. And you can stagger your feet. You can also drop a knee to the floor. Lifting up through that left hand, take your gaze to the floor, take a breath, draw into your belly, and a little dip and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, and we'll take it to the second side. I'm going to give you my that side. I apologize here. Staggered feet or drop your knee. Lift up through the opposite hand. Lift, lower, lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it right there. And bring yourself to a downward facing dog. Bend and lengthen your legs. So we're going to do a few little plank step backs here. So walk yourself to the top of your mat, forward fold. Rise with your breath. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, forward bend. Step back with the right foot and with the left foot. Plank pose. Step forward right, step forward left. Rise with your breath. We'll do 8 of those. Exhale, come down. Step back left. Right. Step forward left. Right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Here's number 3. Right and left and right and left. Root to rise. Take it down. Step back left and right. Forward left and right. Root to rise. Take it back down. We've got 4 more here. Right and right. Rise and fold. Step back left, left and right and left and right. Rise and fold. 2 more to go. Right and left and right and left. Rise and fold. Last one here. Step back, left, right. Rise and come back, hands to the heart. Pause here. Starting with arms next, make sure you have some set of weights that will bring you to your edge, but that you'll be able to hold up at shoulder height for a bit of time. And I'll meet you right back here on the mat. We're back with the arm portion of our practice today. So you'll need that disc slider and a set of weights. If you don't have a disc slider, not a big deal. You're going to tap rather than sliding. So let's get started. Grab your weights, standing in a first position. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Zip up from the heels all the way up to the pelvic floor and into the belly. We'll start with elbows right next to the ribs. Extend and bend like you're serving a tray of something super yummy. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Spin those heels out. We'll add on from here. So we're bringing the arms forward and wide, forward and in. But we'll also add that disc slider. So maybe one foot on the mat and then wall the left foot on the disc slider, or you can be completely off your mat, depending on whether you're on carpet or hardwood. You'll find your preference, right? So standing down on your right foot, put the ball of the left foot onto the disc slider. We'll start with the arm movement. So find that single leg chair position. Extend, wide, in, bend. Extend, wide, extend, and bend. Really get your weight right over that disc and over your right heel. Let's add on now. Extend, sweep wide, extend, and in. Forward, wide, forward, in. Keep it going. We've only got 8 more here. And that's 3 of the 8. Here's 5. Really keep your core engaged. Control the movement with your leg and stabilize with your core. I think that's 7. Here's 8. And bring it in. We'll switch legs. So we'll start with just the arm movement. Ball of the right foot is on the disc, left foot is on the floor. As you bend your knees, get your weight right in the middle. Extend, wide, extend, and bend. A couple of these, and then we'll add the leg movement. Here we go. Extend, wide, in, ribs to elbow, elbows to ribs, and in. Woo. Extend, T, extend, and in. Extend, T, extend, in, extend, extend. Here's 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Come back onto your mat, heels in, toes out. Again, get those elbows right next to the ribs. We'll start here. Extend your arms forward, and we'll do a little pulse up. Legs are going to stay long. Extend the arms forward, pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lift your heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Add a pulse to the knees and we'll widen out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job. Coming back to that disc, we'll do a shoulder extension with one arm, and we'll do a tricep extension with the other. So I'm going to stand next to my mat. Again, ball of the right foot is on that disc. Weights come in towards the chest to begin. That disc slides back, Right arm goes back, left arm goes up. Disc slides into that single leg chair. Weights come back to the chest. Here we go. We just have 8 of each side here. So extend back, into, back, into, into. That right elbow is not leaving my ribs. 4, in, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in, last one, 8, and in. Nice job. I'm going to switch legs. So bringing the ball of the left foot onto the disc slider. Right foot is on the earth. Finding that awkward chair pose here, single leg. Weights come into the chest. This time the left arm goes back, the right arm punches up. Here we go. We've got 1, back, 1, in, 2, back, 2, in, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. My lower body is really stable. My core is working hard here. 7, 7, 8, 8. Nice job this time. All right, so we're switching back to that disc slider underneath the ball of the right foot. This time we're working a little rotator cuff as well as triceps. So come into that really buoyant chair pose here. And we'll extend out and in, rotator cuff, in. So the leg is just going back and in. Here's 3. I was just trying to make it too complex for everybody. Let's simplify. 4, and back. Staying with that single leg chair pose the whole way. Here's 6, and wide. 7, wide. Last one, 8, and wide. Bringing it to the second side, this is underneath the left foot. Single leg chair, we're taking it back and in. Wide rotator cuff. Back triceps, wide. Here's back and wide. Back and wide. 4 more here. Wide. 3 more. Wide. 2 and wide. Last one. Take it back and wide. Nice job. Rise up. Give yourself a little shake. We'll end with some goalpost arms. So coming back into that first position, zip up your legs, pelvic floor and core. Arms to goalpost shape. Lift and lower. That's it. Really simple. Nothing with the legs, only the arms. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got one more set of 8 here, and then we'll add some pulses at the middle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to the middle now. In and wide. Little squeeze and wide. Here's 3, 4. Keep those legs, pelvic floor, and core all zipped up. Here's the last 2. Last one, hold here. Little pulses up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Step wide. Little bend and stretch. We're moving on to glutes and thighs. Stay tuned. Make sure you have that disc slider again. The all-knowing disc slider. I'll see you right back here on your mat. Ready for glutes and thighs. I'm going to step off my mat again and place the disc slider under the ball of my left foot. I'll come into a short side lunge, got a squat, side lunge, suction that left leg in. That's the whole movement. We're going to go nice and slow. So we'll come into a little side lunge left, bend and goddess, side lunge right, suction that leg in. Side lunge left, goddess, side lunge right, draw that in. So you're coming into a first position, really using those adductors to get there. So we'll slide out and center and side lunge, draw it in. Slide out and center, side lunge, suction in. Side lunge, goddess, side lunge, draw it in. Side lunge, goddess, side lunge, draw it in. Here's 6, we're almost there. Draw it in, and 7, center, side lunge, draw it in, and 8, center, side lunge, draw it in. Switch sides, bring that underneath the ball of the right foot. We'll start with the right side lunge, heel is off the disc slider, ball is on the disc slider. So we're starting in that wide side lunge. It can be as narrow or as wide as you can get to, so don't feel like you have to be at your widest point here. So we got side lunge, goddess. Side lunge, draw that right leg in. Side lunge, goddess. Side lunge, draw it in. Side lunge, goddess. Side lunge, draw it in. Side lunge, goddess. Side lunge, draw it in. Here's 5. Draw it in. 6. Draw it in. Here's 7. 7. Bring it in. And 8. Center, side lunge, draw it in. Nice job. Come to a wall, or if you have a ballet bar or a chair or your kitchen island or whatever you're using today, that's all good. I'm going to use the wall and hopefully be able to face you guys the whole time. So taking the feet into a reverse V here. So taking the right foot, arch, in line with the left foot, heel. Coming off the heels of both feet, but the disc slider is still underneath the right foot. So we're coming up and bending the knees. We're here, we need to keep our center of gravity very centered. It keeps everything working where it's supposed to be working and aligned. So we'll pulse here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep that weight over the right heel. One more set. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping down onto the left heel, we're taking that right leg back and in, back and in. Here's 3, 4. Keep your drishti forward. 6, 7, 8. Slide it back, bring it forward. I'm gonna have to move my mat here. Slide it back and forward. Nice big arc here. 3, 4. Just the ball of your foot is on that disc. 6, 7, 8. Fold that disc forward. Lift up off the left heel. Little pulses. Bend that left knee. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand down on the left heel and give your legs a little wiggle. We'll switch sides. I'm going to come back onto the wall back here. So moving on to the opposite side. This time the left foot will be the outside leg and the right foot will be the inside leg. Coming into that stagger V. So the right heel is in line with the left arch. Hang on to the wall. Make sure you have enough space to go back and out, right? And then lift up off of the heels. Bend your knees. We're here for 3 sets of 8. 3, not 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, keeping your center of gravity over that left heel. 7, 8. Here's 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stepping down onto the right heel, we're sliding back with the left leg. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taking it back for that arc. So really activate your core to stay steady and sweep your leg around. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sweeping it forward, coming up off of that back heel now. Bend your knee, little pulses with this front leg. Pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Give your legs a wiggle. Let's take a nice, easy forward your thighs, your hamstrings, your hips. So come back onto your mat. Take a nice easy forward bend with soft knees. Bend and lengthen. Feels good. Stretch those out before we come down to the earth here. So we'll be resting on our left side and our legs are in 90-90. So like you're coming into a Virabhadrasana twist, but we're on our side on the earth. So come all the way down. You want to have a weight handy for the first portion of this, and the disc slider again. You're going to put your hand on it this time. So bring your elbow underneath your shoulder. That left shin is parallel to the front edge, or I'm facing the long edge of my mat, so some edge of your mat. And the back leg is in 90 degrees, knee coming out of that right hip. And we're doing a lift and lower. If you want to add some weight here, add some weight. Keep your body tall, your core engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 3 sets of 8 here. Keep your feet flexed. 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lose the weight, grab the disc. As we lift the leg, we're stretching the disc away, getting into those right obliques. Lower, lift, lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold here. Stretch away from your knee. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hamstring curls. Keep your knee in. Extend. Bend. Extend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little deep hop there. 8. Coming into clamshell with the legs. Knees stack. Big toes kiss. Open up that right knee and lift your legs. Right hand behind the head, curl in, tap down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There we go. Stack your knees again. We'll come on to the second side. Make sure you have your disc and a weight if you'd like to use it. And we'll switch sides. So bring that right elbow underneath your right shoulder, palm of the hand or fist of the hand down. Right knee is in line with, or shin in line with some edge of your mat, whatever that is. And the left knee comes directly out of the left hip. Keep your front and back body nice and long. Again, you can use that weight on the left thigh. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lose the weight, grab the disc. We're stretching away from that knee. As we lift, we stretch. We'll move forward a little bit more here. So I can slide a little further. We lift and stretch. 2, 3, belly draws in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold and pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hamstring curls. Still reaching away with the left fingertips. 3, extend. 4, extend. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Bend your knees, stack your knees. Big toes kiss, clamshell those legs, left hand behind your head. Last little blast of core here. Lift your legs, curl in and down. We're going to 12, 3, 4. Really pull your belly in as you pull your legs up. Halfway there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. Come onto your back. Draw your knees in. Press your hands into your thighs. Curl your belly down, your low back down. Imagine that you're catting your back. Long breath out. Grab the tops of the shins and find a little back bend in your low back. So a tiny little curve. Lift your chest. Take a breath. Big inhale. Again, press on the thighs. Big exhale. Cat your back. On the shins, inhale, back bend. On the thighs, exhale, cat. One more time. Shins, inhale. Thighs, exhale. Feet to the earth and wide, and wipe your knees from side to side. I'm Dr. Seuss today, learning everything. My apologies. One more time each side, coming back to center, draw your knees in, and either roll to one side or rock yourself up to an easy seat. Take a moment here to sit and notice any sensations in your body, setting intentions going forward with your day. And your intention may be to join me for the flow class.